Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to study about cell theory. So let's begin. In 1838, German botanist Matthias Jakob Schleiden was working on different types of plants, and then he deducted a conclusion that plants are all made up of cells. You can see here. And then he wrote his observation in Beiträge zur Phytogenesis in 1838. The very next year, another German zoologist called as Theodor Schwann was working on different types of animals. And then he deducted the same type of conclusion that animals are all made up of cells. And he also discovered plasma membrane. So these are the cells discovered by Theodor Schwann. That is stem cells, bone cells, blood cells, muscle cells, fat cells, skin cells, nerve cells, endothelial cells, sex cells, pancreatic cells, cancer cells. So Matthias Sladen and Theodor Schwann. Matthias Sladen, German botanist, I've already told, plant cells are made up of different types of cells which further forms tissues. So this was given by Matthias Sladen. And Theodor Schwann, he was a British zoologist, 1839. He discovered the presence of thin outer membrane, that is plasma membrane, in animals. I've already told. Then he also observed cell wall in plant cell, which is a unique feature. Okay, cell wall is not present in animal cell. So he concluded organisms are made up of cell and its units. So these both the scientists separately gave their theories on cell. So combining these both scientists' observations, it was given that all living organisms are composed of one or more cells. The next is the cell is the basic unit of life. These two scientists proved this two theory of cell, or you can say they gave the two theory of cell. But the main point here is they actually failed to explain how new cells are formed. I've already mentioned here the blue color one. They failed to explain how new cells are formed. Okay, so now there is an entry of another scientist. So then in 1855, a third German physiologist, Rudolf Virchow, recognized the cell is dividing under his microscope. So he concluded that the cells are divided from its pre-existing cells. Rudolf Virchow famously stated that is omne cellula e cellula. That means all cells arises from its pre-existing cells. Okay, so this law is also called as law of cell lineage. He modified the hypothesis of Schleiden and Schwann to give cell theory a final shape. Okay, you can see here original cell that is going under cell division, and then the cell is divided into two daughter cells. So he got this theory from the division of cells. So here is the final cell theory. Okay, all living organisms are composed of cells and product of cells. All cells arises from its pre-existing cells. So all cells are basically alike in chemical composition and metabolic activities. The hereditary information of the cell is in the form of DNA, which is passed down from cell to cell. Okay, so the hereditary information in the form of which is in DNA, which is passed from cell to cell, or you can say parent to offspring. Okay, energy flow occurs between cells. Every cell contains a protoplasm with a nucleus and organelles. It is surrounded by a protective membrane. So this is the final cell theory given by Schleiden, Schwann and Virchow, Rudolf Virchow. So this is the final cell theory, which was given by three German scientists. So this is the final cell theory, which was given by three scientists, that is Schleiden, Schwann, and Rudolf Virchow. So here I'm showing the cell division, how it appears. So this is a clear picture, how the cell is dividing. You can see this, okay? Just for a reference. So because of these three scientists, we got cell theory. And these three scientists led the foundation of cell biology also. So they were Matthias Jakob Schleiden, Rudolf Virchow, Theodor Schwann. If you're interested in cell biology, you should remember the scientist name, okay? Now we'll come to the different part of the story. So now we'll see electron microscope. So how it is discovered, we're gonna see this. So in 1931, Max Knoll and Ernest Ruska invented electron microscope. So in electron microscope, the sunlight is replaced by electrons to visualize the smallest substances. Sunlight is replaced by electrons to visualize smallest substances. And this finally gives us the opportunity to see what is present inside the cell, what exactly organs are present inside the cell. And then we can see the clear picture of plant cell, animal cell, and bacterial cell. Beside all these diversities that are present in our world, that includes animal, plants, bacteria, insects, and unicellular organisms, there are four things that are common in each type of cells. That includes plasma membrane, cytoplasm, ribosomes, and DNA. So this was all about cell theory. Please like and subscribe my video and click the bell icon so that you can get the notification for my new videos. Thank you. Bye bye.